You alright guys and girls? I'm back and I hope you're all ready for another video because this one is disgusting. So here it is, one Honda Jazz that I paid just over £200 for delivered. The actual winning bid on Copart was £100. Now, as you will know, if you buy a car from Copart, if you've been watching my videos, it generally means that the car's had an insurance claim against it, and this one is no different. This one has just had a little bash on the back bumper, as you can see. It's just caught the bottom of the boot lid there, and it's put a hole in the back bumper. Now, the insurance companies don't, these cheap cars, the insurance companies just write them off. It's not financially viable for them to pay for a proper repair on them. It's cheaper for them just to write them off and then auction them. So that's how this came about. But look at the dirt on it. I mean, prior to this being involved in its little accident, when was the last time this was treated to a bath? I don't know, it's just absolutely horrible on the outside. Disgusting. On the inside, it's not much better actually. The seats are filthy, although this pattern does a good job of hiding it. You can see the little spill marks and splashes where things have been spilt on the seats, and they're dirty. They are really pretty dirty. All along the edges and all the nooks and crannies is covered in filth. The floor has got some rubber mats on it, albeit filthy rubber mats, so hopefully they've protected the carpet somewhat. And then up here, I mean, look at it, it's like a life of grime in here. It's more akin to a builder's van than an actual car that gets used to ferry your family around in, I think. In the cup holders, we've got the usual horrible sort of mouldy sweets and coffee spills and things like that. And then you get round the bottom here where the handbrake is and stuff. It's just disgusting. Look at down the sides of those seats. Hair, and there's mould down there as well. Look at this gear knob. It's not even connected, so they've been driving about in it like that. It's just comical, really. Nutters. The door panels are filthy, so they will need a good bit of G101. Get some steam cleaner into the edges, get the steam cleaner out and get it clean. Look in here. Horrible in there, look at that. That's the door handle. That's where you touch. Every time you close the door or they close the door, they were touching that dirt. Round the door edges on it is filthy, absolutely disgusting, and the seats are no better. And they've done us the usual favour, just left all their garbage in the boot. Look at that. That's Fusso. We need to get that cleaned out before we can even start cleaning the car. Let's just get it looking better. Let's see if we can give this little Honda a new lease of life.
Summer's gone, I'm latching on. Don't even know your name, but you're still in my head. Underneath rays of gold, your body oh so close. No, I can't forget, no. When I saw you on the dance floor, oh, I saw you who saw me first. I guess it's history now and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. And the music was so loud, didn't catch your name over this crowd. Girl, you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's how you know you're gonna get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go and say when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. On the dance floor, 4 AM and we go home. I guess it's history now and I shouldn't care, but it still hurts. I didn't realize the danger, cause you're the end of the rainbow. you should wear a name tag, cause all I wanna do is to know your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, that's the only way that I get your name. Girl, you should wear a name tag, it's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Girl, you should wear a name tag.
Well guys and girls, we've got the seats out and you can really sort of see why we take the seats out here. Just look at the dirt that's underneath them. All of this sort of stuff here as well. This is the muck that was trapped between the seat and the centre console. And likes of this down here, this was under the actual seat rail, so you would never have been able to get that out without removing the seats. So 4 bolts and a plug connector, that's all it takes to get the seats out. Also on the back of this one, the rear seats are really easy to take out. 2 bolts on each seat holds them in and they just pull out. So the likes are down here as well. Look, it's grubby and horrible on every surface. Anyway, let's get the interior done.
you smile.
Tonight I'll reach out and touch the sky. In the city of angels, feels like I'm coming home. With my head up in the clouds, I am searching for something, and I'm still hoping. 'Cause I wanna be in, not out, wanna make this all count. Yes, I wanna go crazy now, gonna make this all count. Feeling like a rock star, 'cause tonight I'm getting out of line and it's alright. Feeling like feeling like just as cool as John Wayne in his movies. Feeling like I'm James Dean and I know it. Feeling like feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star. Feeling like a rock star.
Beginning, it was like we were glued to each other, yes we were. And in a room full of people, we lost our sight. We're only us and no others, only us. But as we dove in deep, the water turned cold. Yeah, we have different dreams, so we can never grow. Yeah, as we dove in deep, the water turned cold. 'Cause we have different dreams, so we can never grow. It's sad to know, it's sad to know, it's sad to know that we'll become strangers again, strangers again, strangers again. It's sad to know, it's sad to know, it's sad to know that we'll become strangers again, strangers again.
Right, so what we have here actually is a... Oh, hang on a minute. Put this one. Bum bum bum. Right, okay. So what we have here is a prime example of the damage that is inflicted to a car's paintwork using automated car washes. The sort of car wash that you see typically at petrol stations and things like that, they're fully mechanical. They've got those large rotating sort of nylon brushes, and they brush up and down the sides, and sure, they might get the dirt off, but they also take the shine off your paint. They inflict loads and loads and loads of little micro scratches on your paint, and over time it leaves your paint looking like this. I mean, this is almost like a satin effect that you would say. There is just no gloss to this paint whatsoever. So I'm going to rectify that just now with just a quick machine polish, and I'm going to use Meguiars Ultra Cut Compound. This is a sort of trade size bottle. You do get smaller bottles for domestic use, but it's a cracking polish for just sort of general polishing. It'll take out pretty deep scratches, and it'll also refine down really pretty well. If you want to go super, super glossy, they do 205, which is even finer, but generally speaking, for sort of routine valeting and polishing jobs, this has got to be good enough for most things you'll do. Anyway, a couple of little blobs on the pad, that's all you need. 3 or 4 even, and then away you go. But just look at the difference this is going to make to this paint.
Strangers again. A part of me is living a lie. I want you like the first time when we met again.
So that's the difference that even a mild machine polish can make to even the worst paint. I mean, the paint condition on this car, it's actually one of the worst ones I've seen for a long, long time. But look at that. There you go. You could do that yourself quite easily, couldn't you?
Make some trouble, baby. Bring the bass, we might be trouble, baby. Make some trouble, baby. You better be, feel better, better. You better be, you better make some trouble, baby. Bring the bass, we might be in trouble, baby. Make some trouble, baby. You better be, feel better, better. Make some trouble, baby. Bring the bass, we might be in trouble, baby. Make some trouble, baby. You better be, feel better, better.
So there you go, guys and girls. There is the sort of almost finished product. I say almost finished because I wanted to do something with this back bumper, but due to the coronavirus sort of outbreak, we've not been able to source the paint for it. but we'll get that in the next video, and we'll MOT it as well, so you'll be able to see how we get on there. Just look at the shine on that paintwork. I mean, it's not perfect, but I mean, how much better is that? It just looks so much more presentable. The car is nice and clean and fresh all over. Inside, it smells better. That's the first thing when you open the door on it. It smelled like Dr. Dre's games room in there, so it did at first. So some kind of strange smells going on, but they're all gone now, and it's looking a lot better. Just look at how much cleaner that is. I will probably clean the mats and put them back in, but I'm going to give the carpets a little bit of time to dry before I put the rubber mats in. But all in all, it's turned out good. Now, I've actually sold this car already. In fact, I had pretty much sold it before I had even cleaned it. A friend of mine came in and seen it just after it had been delivered and said it'd be ideal for his mother to sort of drive around in, so I've sold it to him. So considering I paid £220 for it in total or something like that, I've made a couple of £100 on it. A friend's got a really good deal, because I think it'll be like £450 or something like that by the time it's done. His mother will get a car that'll last him 2 or 3 years, and everybody's happy. The car gets to sort of soldier on as well. There's a few little marks here and there on it, on the carpet and things like that, it's showing somewhere. But let's face it, the car's done 120,000 miles. Things like, even just little things like changing the gear knob, much better. That makes a big difference. That just cleans it right up. Is it perfect? Nah, it's not perfect, but it'll never be perfect. But what it will do, it'll serve a purpose for another year or two, and I think I would be happy with that. And as I say, we'll sort the bumper out in the next, well, we'll sort of tidy the bumper up a bit in the next video. And that leaves just one thing to do in this video. So, time for my little question. Now, it's coronavirus time, as you all know, so all non-essential businesses are supposed to close unless you can social distance. I'm actually one of the lucky few that could social distance because I work on my own, but I've still chosen to pretty much close down, just to give things a chance to recover, really. I think it's the right thing to do. I've been coming into my sort of unit sometimes and tidying up and doing work on cars that belong to me, but I'm not doing any customer work at the moment, unfortunately. Another thing that's closed down is like barbers and hairdressers, stuff that you take for granted, really. And for the past few weeks, my other half, Amy, has been looking at me and saying, you really need to cut your hair, Gary, let me cut your hair. And I'm thinking, not a chance I'm letting you get near my head with some hair scissors or cutters or anything like that, shavers, no chance. Anyway, I finished this wee car yesterday, and I just had to come in today and do this little talkie bit, which I normally do in front of the camera. And I was editing the video and thinking, nah, I look an absolute tramp here, so I do. I'm going to get some hair cutters. So away I goes to the shop, got some hair cutters, socially distanced of course, came back, and Amy watched a few YouTube videos on how to cut men's hair. And I'm pretty sure that by the end of the second video, Amy was convinced that she was like a fully qualified barber by the end of it. Honestly, the way she was ready to go with these hair cutters. Unfortunately, it was quite a terrifying experience for myself, and I ended up I was fearful for my life. I thought my ears were going to get cut off at one point, and I decided just to take the cutters off the shavers and do it myself. And this is how it ended up. So this is my horrible coronavirus haircut. Now, there's got to be stories like this all over the world at the minute. There's plenty of bad news out there. If you want to read the bad news, there's plenty out there. We're going through a right bad, strange time at the moment. But if you've gone on Facebook or anything like that, I'm sure there's loads of good news as well. The Tom Moore, 99-year-old man, he's done 100 laps his garden or something. I think he's maybe 100 now actually. He's raised £30 million for the NHS so that they can keep helping people, which is amazing. But then you've got other guys that have like myself that have just let their wife or their girlfriend cut their hair, and it's a bit of light-hearted sort of banter really. Just when you're stuck in the house over long periods of time, you just need something to uplift your spirits. Well, hopefully that'll uplift yours, because hopefully you don't look like this at the minute. Fortunately, it will grow back. Anyway, guys and girls, let me know your stories. What have you done in isolation? Have you done something that maybe you've taken up DIY or something like that and you really love it, or you're really good at it, or you've done something that you've made an absolute mess of, like me cutting my hair? Amy's actually taken up gardening with plants and stuff like that, and she's actually really good at it, it turns out, and she's really enjoying it, so that's good. And I've been tinkering with my old BMW in the garage at home, so that's what I've been doing. Let us know what you've been up to, and I'll catch you in the next video, guys and girls. Comment below, and if you haven't subscribed, please click subscribe. See you in the next one, guys and girls. Thanks for watching. Bye.